Live from the internet, it's the Dr. Tom the Frog Show!
Hi-ho, this is Dr. Tom the Frog, and you're watching the Dr. Tom the Frog Show. I'm pretty excited because we have a special guest on today where we're going to talk about role-playing games with Zak Smith. How are you doing tonight, Zak?
I'm good.
Congratulations that you were credited as one of the people who helped out with D&D 5th edition. That's fantastic. I'm a huge fan.
Right. It's really good, isn't it?
It's very cool. Awesome. So I've noticed though that you've recently written a new game, and I love it. It's A Red and Pleasant Land, and I think it's really great that you decided to reach out to children and that you're going to have a nice little kids game. So can you tell me about Red and Pleasant Land, because it looks so adorable?
Yeah. Well, I thought that it would. James Raji at Lamentations of the Flame Princess was talking about he wanted to have a game. He wanted to do a game where there was like a blonde in striped stockings with her legs dangling and then it said "Eat me" on a muffin or something in the foreground, and I was like, for a modest advance, I'll write that. And since Alice in Wonderland things have always been sort of part of Dungeons and Dragons, growing and shrinking and secret passages, and because it's sort of female-centric story and all of my players pretty much are female, it was sort of like a natural thing. And then it combined with this idea that James had earlier, which years ago he had said, which I had always been thinking about, which was to do something called Transylvania 1600, which was like a Elizabeth Bathory versus Dracula war. And I thought, what if it was those two vampires fighting each other over a sort of Wonderlandified Transylvania or Hungary? And Mandy is from Hungary, and so I'm interested in that part of the world and like what you could do with mashing those two ideas together.
Oh, wow. So we have vampires and then like the Queen and Alice in Wonderland and shrinking and growing. That's really fantastic. Oh, could you show us that beautiful cover? Do you happen to have one?
Yeah, we have one. The actual ones are not, like, this is actually thinner than the real book, which is going to be about twice as big because it's a misprint, but it's like gold embossed, it's cloth bound. There's Alice, or an Alice, on the cover with, you can see her sword and stuff, and backpack, because it's totally D&D. But James went all out printing this thing, so it's actually, it costs more to put out than my tabletop coffee books, or my coffee table books, my art books. Like, he really put in, like, you can see the printing is crazy. We actually sent it back because it wasn't quite right once, and it had to delay it a month. But yeah, we're pretty excited.
Congratulations on Red and Pleasant Land. That's pretty cool. Now, I understand that you've got a reality web series about lumberjacks. Is that right?
Yeah, it's about lumberjacks who are actually porn actresses who play Dungeons and Dragons and don't cut down trees at all. But it's called I Hit It With My Axe, and they basically, it's just people filming the game we already had, so it's like a documentary. We had, like, the last episode went up like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago or more, but we're doing new ones now, so we're currently in the process of putting those together from the footage and making them. The old episodes were really low budget because the company that was paying for it basically could afford to pay us, which was a decent amount of money because they had to pay everybody the same amount that they would pay to be in a porn movie, basically to take the day off, and let them film it. And so it was expensive, but they have a lot more money now, and so we're going to do sort of richer, more expansive episodes that bring in some more of the ideas about game design and how to run D&D and stuff into the actual episodes. So It's going to be cool.
That sounds really cool. Now, what's your favorite part of I Hit It With My Axe? What's your favorite part of running it as a show versus your normal weekly game?
God, I think the thing is just that those moments that you have when you're playing a game and it's really fun. It's like it's not in the module, it's not in the game. It's a moment that just happens because you're with your friends playing. Um, the nice thing about having Axe for us was just that those moments were recorded, and you could share them with other people. Like, if anybody watching wants to see like what was a really great day, if you Google "I hit it with my axe" in quotes and then Google fur coat, it'll take you to an episode that was super fun. And probably right now, if I tried to remember that without seeing the footage, I think I would probably be I probably wouldn't be able to remember that it happened at all. But having that forever is cool. And also just all the people I've met. Like, there are so many like women are like, oh, I never really realized that D&D could be fun, and they write us emails and they've like joined the community, and some of them are like writing games now, and it's so cool just how many people have kind of gotten involved in role-playing games again as a grown-up after seeing that show. Like, obviously, it's mostly not a kids show because there's a lot of swearing and talking about pornography, but I think a lot of adults have kind of gotten like inspired to get back into gaming or to do it for the first time because of the show. So that's also cool.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm curious, Zach.
Yeah.
With the holidays just around the corner, and
Mhm.
this episode will be coming out before Christmas, I just want to know, what is it that you asked for from Santa?
What did I ask for from Santa? I asked for the Jack Kirby Fourth World Omnibus, I think. Um, and I asked for the DC Comics Encyclopedia. I asked for Jeff Reentz, the great, sort of the most important game blogger. He had Jeff's Game Blog, which was like a blog before blogs were cool. And he sort of started the whole do-it-yourself Dungeons and Dragons thing by getting off the forums and the arguments and just sort of writing his own thing and like gathering people around him. Jeff Reentz has something called Broodmother Sky Fortress, which has been in production for like 2 years, which is a wonderful introductory game for. It's allegedly for first level players, but it has like 200 hit point giants that you fight, and it's the most wonderful thing I've seen in ages, and he's been trying to get it out and trying to get it out and trying to get it illustrated and laid out. And what I would love for Christmas is for that thing to come out this year. I don't know. Things have been really good since Red and Pleasant Land has come out, so I don't want to ask Santa for too much. That guy's busy.
Well, Zach, I really appreciate you coming on the Dr. Tom the Frog Show. It was a pleasant time and very rad having you.
Thanks, Tom. I have a frog here, and I just thought he would say hi. This is Alex.
Hello, Alex.
How are you? I'm a frog also.
Oh, you're looking kind of nice over there, Alex. How's it going?
Are you flirting with my frog, Tom?
That would be unprofessional. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, save that for when the cameras are off, so that there's not like some kind of social pressure on the frog to like, handle your advances like that. You want to be careful.
Does Alex have like a Twitter account or?
Yeah. You guys can talk later if that's all right with Alex.
Yes, absolutely. I really appreciate that. Well, thanks, Zach and Alex, and have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Okay. You too, Tom. I'll see you later.
You just watched the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, and we hope that you liked what you saw, yo. But if it was a big waste of your time, well, it's free, so that's not a crime. But if it was a waste of your time, yes, it's free, so that's not a crime.